ladies, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be refilming, yes, I said refilming, for this Amazonian Clay Foundation by Tarte. This is a full coverage foundation, and I'm refilming because I tried to take my SD card from my camera to my computer, and somehow or another, I don't know what happened, there's nothing there for me to upload. So I'm refilming. Anyhow, I've already got a head start and I just want to get right into it. I'm using the Tarte. This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer, and it's a really thick, creamy consistency. It's a nice primer. I like this one. And I actually started to conceal under my eyes, and I used the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan. I like this shade because it has an orange undertone, and for me it works as a color corrector, so that's why I use this one first. And then I'll go in after I apply my foundation, and I'll use this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium. So let's just go ahead and get started. Now, I did conceal on the areas where I was breaking out. I haven't broke out in a long time, but where I work with greasy bolts and nuts, and there's times where I notice myself like kind of doing this, and I have to like dig my hands to grab parts, and I'm like, so I'm breaking out. Now I'm like, man, I don't want to break out before I go on my Texas trip, but yeah, I'm breaking out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this way. And this is super light, guys. This is not even my shade anymore, to be honest with you. But I did film for this already, like I said. And this is definitely a full coverage foundation. Look at this. It's way off. I like this foundation, but I'm not a big fan of, like, I feel like I don't need full coverage. So, I mean, I'm just conflicted when it comes to this foundation because it's very, very full coverage. And as you can see here, I'm not even dabbing. I'm like really like trying to press this in because it's really thick. And because I really don't have problematic skin, usually, with the exception that I'm breaking out here on this side, I really don't like a full thick coverage, if that makes sense. I'm good with a lightweight, light to medium coverage. But this one definitely gives you a massive full coverage. And it doesn't match me. I bought this foundation early this year. I want to say it was. It might have been early this year, or sometime at the end of last year. But at that time when I bought it, I was a little lighter. I wasn't tanning as much. I go tan here and there, and it gives me enough color. But as you can see here, it's not matching. So I'm gonna have to do a ton to get this foundation to, or to give myself some color. But this is what it looks like. I don't want to put too much on. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna spray some of my Mario Badescu on it just to kind of, I love the coverage that it gives, but I just don't like the thickness of it. The thing for me and this foundation is that I have pores that I don't need to be like accentuated. I have fine lines, you know, in here and in here. So I don't like a foundation that's gonna make those more visible, if you know what I mean. So this foundation is not a bad foundation. It has a great coverage, but a little too much for me. Look at this, I look like a ghost. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do some magic and fix this. Okay ladies, so this is what the foundation looks like. As you can see, it does not match me, so I'm gonna have to do some major color correcting here. I need to bring color back to my face is what I want to say. But with that being said, I am gonna apply the rest of my makeup off camera. Let's just do a timestamp. It's actually, oh goodness, hold on. It is 12:18 in the afternoon, so I will see y'all about 1:30 because y'all know it takes me a hella long time to do my makeup, so I will see y'all in a bit. Okay ladies, so I'm back with the full face of makeup. It is now, oops, it's now 2:04 in the afternoon, and I'm feeling totally conflicted because I think I like the foundation after all, but I'm gonna give it a couple of more hours. And the reason I say that is because after like spraying it down with some Mario Badescu and, you know, kind of taking my beauty sponge and literally like dabbing it and just kind of like getting it into where it doesn't settle and crease into my fine lines and into my pores, I'm like, I think I might like it after all, but we'll just see. So let me check in about 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna go ahead and make that like the end of the video because I don't want to go all day with trying to figure out if I like this foundation or not. But overall, so far so good, so I will see you in a few hours. Hi ladies, so I'm checking in for the end of the night. It is now 5:29 in the afternoon, and well, I've had the foundation on for roughly about 5 hours. My oils have penetrated through, like seriously right in here. So I mean, again, it's not a bad foundation. It does claim that it's a 12-hour makeup and it's oil-free makeup. I do not recommend this for people with oily skin. Now, if you're using this now and you have oily skin and it's working for you, let me know what you're doing, because what I use for primer could be the problem. I don't know. But what did I use for primer? I used my Tarte, oh, this one. I use this Tarte. This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smooth Primer, Smoothing Primer. So, and the texture on this primer is creamy, so that could be an issue. I don't know, but I do know that my face is super oily, look, especially like in here. But I mean, overall, it's not a bad foundation. The coverage is amazing, and I love that. The only thing is that when I first filmed for this, prior to filming this video, I wasn't a big fan of it, and I think it's because I put too much on. This time around with this video, I only did a little bit, as you saw me apply it on the beauty sponge, and a little bit went a long way, and that was good enough for me. So I do like it. The only thing is that I'm gonna have to probably more than likely use a different primer, because this doesn't claim that it's oil free or mattifying. It just claims that it's a Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. But as far as the coverage goes, I love it. I mean, it gives really great coverage, and that's because, like I said, I didn't apply too much. Overall, it's a great foundation. I mean, I do recommend it for people with problematic skin, especially like if you have acne, acne scars, blemishes. This is gonna give you great coverage. Overall, those are my final thoughts on the foundation and the primer. I do love the primer, but as far as it working with the foundation, I don't know. I feel like it just wasn't a good combo. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Like I said, if any of you that watch my videos have tried this foundation, you have oily skin like I do, let me know what you're using to control the oils. But overall, ladies, I mean, it's a good foundation as far as coverage goes. So with that being said, that does conclude this video for today. So until my next video, bye.